Slowly get things fired up here. Chance to see get some more people in here, possibly. All right. Let's see. A chance to get my boy in here. All right. Well, we're a minute into this thing, so everybody, while I get this thing fired up here, and we're going to talk about some stuff here a little bit. Not for very long, though. But as always, I have to start my stuff out, so get this thing fired up. Hey everybody, it's Bishop here, Tactical POV, and getting this live thing fired up here because I got to get into the flow of trying to set up my video podcast thing that I want to expand on here to Tactical POV. So it just gives me an opportunity to get a chance to get involved with some things on the video side of it here, especially right now when I got to battle weather because a lot of my drills and other videos that I do at my place at my range. It's a lot of outdoor stuff. So as of right now, yeah, I'm dealing with bad weather and everything else like that. So it's kind of put a hampering on my videos and what I'm trying to produce and put together for you out there. So in the meantime, I can talk about some stuff, what's going on here with the latest news and fill any questions, anything that I did before in the last previous video, I should say. And basically just want to answer some questions again the second time around on this thing about Ohio HB 64, House Bill 614. God, I got so much stuff going on in my head right now. Things are going on, but to hash over it again, go back over it and break it down real fast. That back here at the beginning of October, Governor DeWine signed H Bill 614, which basically extends everybody's concealed carry license if you have present right now, if it is expiring this year due to COVID and everything else like that. So it's extending it till the end of June of next year. So it's giving you time to get in, get a schedule set, appointment, whatever, to get in and get it renewed. It's giving you that extra leeway. That's part of it. The other part of it too is that he's also relieving the flow of the counties that are surrounding like major cities here in the state. So obviously all the counties are backed up because it's a highly populated area. So with that, he's allowing that everyone can go to any county in the state in order to get it done, to set up an appointment or schedule whatever. It's not just the adjacent county from where you are to where you have it done at. Now you can just go anywhere in the state and just get it done. I totally get it, and it makes sense. So you can relieve some of that traffic flow in the major cities. So you can go out into other counties where the traffic flow isn't so much. Now you still have to go to the head sheriff's office in those counties. So keep that in mind. You just can't run to a post or a branch. It's still the same deal. You still have to go to the head sheriffs in each one of those counties, any county in the state. So that's a good thing to move on to. But I'm trying to see if I can Brandon was supposed to jump on here. I think he's tied up. He might be. Still trying to get him in. If he can get on my live feed here. Trying to see if I can get in touch with him here. Talked to him earlier today. It was almost kind of a last minute deal. But we had talked about see if he get a chance he can jump on. And hop in here, man. We have a discussion over some things. And talk about basically well, the first thing I wanted to knock out was the HB 614 bill. Get that out of the way. Just want to hash over it fast. Second thing I want to talk about is the mindset about self-defense and what goes into this, whether it be armed or unarmed. There is a mindset that you need to carry about you, especially armed. And along with that mindset, there's some things that needs to be addressed with the fact here that let me see if I can get this thing out of the way here. This is gonna feed this, but anyway, with the mindset that goes on with carrying concealed, carrying your protection, there are things that you can get caught up in very quickly. Okay, understand this. You know, I'm 100% for everyone's right to defend themselves. Absolutely. Okay, without a doubt. But I'm also understanding too that there's a big responsibility that comes with this as you do carry the responsibility, basically, and the mindset that you got to have that the thing is just a tool. This is what I teach in my class to get to people to understand that what you carry is your right to carry, but understand at the end of the day, it's just a tool. It's just a tool of last resort. So that being said, there are other tools that come along with it too. There's verbal tools, there's unarmed tools. These other skills that you need to adapt along with just carrying a firearm. Okay, you got to understand it's not the end all, the be all, the end all, should say. There are some things that are better in some situations. Now, a firearm to protect yourself is the best tool in most situations, not all situations. So, understanding what comes along with it is a big responsibility. And it's a responsibility that you should be ready and mature enough to take on. I know some individuals who talk about the fact that when they say that, you know what, I don't think I'm ready to carry or something like that. I don't think I can carry, you know, I don't trust myself. And I get it. If you know yourself, I get it. If you don't think you're ready to carry, then don't. I mean, if it's not for you to carry a deadly weapon on you, it's fine. I totally understand. But also understand too that you still should have the mindset of protection as well, even unarmed protection. I mean, you got to understand, like, the average distance of engagement of somebody engaging you in a violent attack is 11 to 3 feet. All right. So what does that mean? Even if you have a second and a half draw, you're still not going to be able to deploy that weapon, present it, and make an accurate shot to stop a threat if he attacks you at an average distance of 11 to 3 feet. It's just not going to happen. A person can close that distance in on you from 21 feet to 3 feet in 1.5 seconds if they charge at you. So even like I said, with a second and a half draw, 3 feet is still too close. Actually, anything within 2 arms reach is actually too close. So this is what I teach in my course to get people to understand that it's not what you think. It's truly not what you think. And I'm trying to get this thing out of the way here because it is in a way. Yeah, it's messing with me. It's messing with me. Trying to get this thing out of my face. There we go. But It is something to think about. Like I said, even if you got a second and a half draw, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. 3 feet still too close. Within 2 arms reach, as I just said, too damn close. So what does that mean? That means that you may not be able to deploy that weapon. You may not. All right. Not only the fact that you may not be able to deploy your weapon and make an accurate shot to stop the threat, or shots, or put accurate shots or repeat shots to stop the threat. You got to also realize too, it may take more than one shot. Okay. I can almost guarantee you it's going to take more than one shot unless you get extremely lucky and hit a vital organ to pretty much drop them on one shot. It happens. Kind of rare, but it does happen. But unless you are able to do that, you have to plan on another means of self-defense, such as hand-to-hand combat. There's going to be some hand-to-hand action that will incorporate in something like that. If someone is too close to you, is going to happen. So that means, do you have the tools to defend yourself in an unarmed situation? Even if somebody else has a weapon too, that presents a weapon in this scenario, you've got to understand that, as I said, if it happens, because this thing happens so fast, this is not scripted Hollywood or TV or anything else like that. This thing happens very, very fast, within fractions of a second. This is also why I talk about upgrading gear, making sure your gear is up to snuff. It is just as important as your firearm. This is what I teach in my classes. I teach this to my students. I said, don't get cheap on the gear, because your gear can cost you. It could cost you your life because it's cheap. And if it's cheap gear, it's cheap performance. So don't cut yourself short. Okay. So with that being said, got a distraction here with a notification. But with that being said, you've got to understand, as I said, are you prepared to make, or do you have the skills, I should say, in order to defend yourself in an unarmed, like you being unarmed at that moment, to protect yourself? Do you have the skills in order to create distance, initially stop a threat from an initial attack, and be able to deploy your weapon too, to creating that space and that distance to give you just enough time to deploy your weapon and put accurate shots on the threat? Do you have the skills to do that? That means, do you have hand-to-hand combat skills? My good friend Brandon here. Let's see if he jumps in. Don't know if he's going to be able to jump in. He might get tied up, because I know it's Wednesday night. As you see, we're doing this thing live, and everybody, I know we're all getting geared up for Thanksgiving. Make sure you go see your family, okay? If you have family, you got that chance. People, we're grown. We're adults. Make the decision on your own. Don't make a decision based on what the government's trying to dictate to you and tell it to you, okay? You're free. You're a free individual, free mind, a free thought. Make their own decisions as you do, as yourself and as a family, and then stick by that. I don't want to get off in a rant, man. I swear I will. I'm going to get off into a rant. I know I am. Because it's just, this thing, man, is, it's irritating. So, as I said, so this thing this crosses my mind a lot. And it crosses my mind a lot too, especially when especially when I hear so much hearsay, so much rumor, so much myth, God, it just, when I hear this, I'm just like, I have to engage in a conversation of saying that, you know what, this misconception of what you carry, the caliber of what you carry, how you carry it, do you practice? Do you train with it? I mean, do you practice your draw? Do you dry fire practice your draw at all? This thing comes up so much, and when I hear people talking, I ask them these questions, and they're like, well, "No, I don't really think about that." I was like, "Well, okay, think about this. If you don't practice some of the skills that you've learned, what makes you think you're going to be able to perform at that imminent moment to save your life or your family? If you don't practice this stuff, if you don't practice this thing for just a simple, dry fire, just dry fire practicing your draw. If you don't practice this thing, at least pull 10 draws a day. Just dry fire practice that a day. Okay. Practice it 10, 15 minutes on a weekend. 5 minutes a day during the week. Simple. It's simple. You can do 5 draws, 10 draws each day. Empty the gun out. Make sure the ammo's put away off to the side. Make sure the gun is empty. Double, triple check it to make sure that there's no round in the chamber at all. And then just 5 draws, 10 draws. Boom, every day. Nice and smooth. There you go. Just to get the reps in. Just to get the reps. Do you practice that? I've talked to some people that took my class years ago, my former students, and there were a couple people I talked to, and they basically told me that they haven't shot their firearm since they qualified in my course. And I'm like, you kidding me, man? That was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. What have you been doing? You haven't picked your gun up since then? I'm like, no, haven't had a chance to go out and practice to shoot. Okay, well, good luck with that. If somebody attacks you, good luck. I mean, just because you're legal to carry isn't saying you're ready. It's unbelievable, man. Blew my mind. I swear to God, it did. I just like, what have you been doing the past 2 years? When I said, make sure you practice this thing. Make sure you do. Don't cut yourself short. Make sure you get this practice in. And like I said, they no joke. No joke. They were dead serious. It's like, I know, man, I've been so busy. I just didn't think about practicing or anything like that. I'm like, psh, I hope you don't get attacked, man. I hope you don't, because I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't practice this stuff and this it unfolds and it goes down. Your life is a coin flip. It's coin flip. Okay. And I can honestly say it's coin flip because even when I used to teach it, that old lame, basic, naive political agreement of the course that needs to be taught, that need to be taught to people about concealed carry. Like, people are just, every single person is just deaf, blind, and dumb to the fact of a firearm. I'm not saying every people. Some people have never shot before, ever. In Ohio, I assume most people are familiar with a firearm in Ohio. Come on now, we're a southern state in denial. So toying around with firearms shouldn't be really that foreign to you. Should say, at least you should have some knowledge of it in this state. But like I said, it's just something, man. It's just God, you got to practice. You have to practice this stuff too. So the other thing too, I was hoping to get Brandon on here. He might have got tied up. He's supposed to come on with me, though. He might have got tied up because I know he said he was getting things ready with his family for Thanksgiving. So let's see if he could piece out a little bit of time with me here. Jump on real fast. Get him to talk about some of the things he's got going on with Muscle Bay Fitness and his other deal also with his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think Brandon's extremely good. He's extremely good. You guys really need to check him out with that. He's no joke. So, but yeah, if he can't get on, that's okay. I understand. Like I said, everybody gets tied up. I totally get it. But like I said, anything. The next thing too is not just with that the mindset of being prepared, armed and unarmed. Yes, get extra skills, get extra training. It goes hand in hand. It truly does. You can't assume that when you get out here with a firearm that you're good to go. You are not good to go. You are especially not good to go just because you get yourself legal to carry. I cannot stress this and explain this enough. I'm telling you, I've been carrying for a lot of years, and I've been teaching this thing even before. I'm familiar with giving instruction and just teaching things long before I even got certified to teach, and I've been teaching now here for quite a while. But I can't stress this enough to you when I say that you're not good just because you get legal to carry. That's not enough, people. It's not enough. Do not automatically assume that's enough. I'm legal to carry. I got my weapon now. I got something to protect myself. Yes, you do. That is true. You do have something to protect yourself. But, listen to me close, but You now being legal to carry just gives you 50-50 odds. It is literally a coin flip. I've said this over. I know I've said this in videos before. I'm going to continue to say this. I might sound like a broken record, but I can show you videos all day long of untrained individuals who just have a concealed carry license, and they make so many mistakes. And some of the mistakes they make, it spells out very, very bad for them due to lack of training. You are not good just because you have a concealed carry license and that's it. You're not good. You're on the path. You're on the path of being better educated about what's going on with responsible gun ownership, responsible gun handling. And the more training that you get, the more skills you learn, the more you develop, the better your odds are of surviving a violent attack. Literally right now, if you just get a concealed carry license and you don't take another training course after this, you just legal to carry, I don't tell you. You're 50-50. And especially if you don't practice one crucial drill that you need to know, which I teach, is the proper way to draw your firearm. And that's another thing too that drives me nuts, that people honestly assume they just automatically know. Well, yeah, I know how to draw, you just draw like this. I did this in my class quite a few times before. I said, really? Let me see you draw what you got. No, after about the first like classes earlier this year, I'm just like, man, you proving my point. You're proving my point exactly. No, you do not know how to draw. You do not properly know how to draw, because there is a technique to it. I teach it and it looks very robotic when I teach it, because I want it to look robotic when I teach it. That way you understand each and every point of what I teach. Yeah. What do you got there? Let me see. Rebecca, you can get in here, Rebecca. Seriously, you want to get in? You can talk if you got time. Get Rebecca in here. Like I said, Brandon, I know he said he was going to be busy this evening. He's going to try to break some time off to get in here. I can get you in here, Rebecca, if you want to get in. If you got time. I know you cooking too. Everybody's cooking. Everybody's cooking, doing the thing, getting it ready for Thanksgiving. Which, make sure you got your eating pants clean, ready to go. Mine are. Just swear I've been getting fat, man. I've been getting fat pretty bad for the past couple of years, guys. You have no idea how much I've been grinding on this thing. Everything of what I've been doing with my business, man. I've been putting in some serious hours, some serious late hours on this thing on the weekends and nights and stuff like that. Wow. And I'm looking at myself here for a little while now, and I'm like, good Lord, Bishop, man, you getting sloppy, getting real sloppy. That. All right. Chasing the kids around, trying to get stuff done. Good luck trying to get the stuff done while you're chasing the kids. I've been there. And chase my kids around. Now I'm trying to chase my grandbabies around. So when Grandpa gets get a chance to see him. Yeah, Grandpa's been extremely busy. So my oldest grandbaby just turned she just turned 2 yesterday. And the youngest one, she just turned 1 a couple weeks ago. So, God, I'm getting old. Yeah, yeah, I know it is. It is life. Nothing wrong with it. Enjoy it. Tell you that now. I enjoy it. Kids grow up fast. They grow up so fast. Like I said, I'm looking at my grandbabies, and both of them are walking and grabbing stuff and getting into stuff. It's like, Jesus, didn't y'all just show up yesterday? It's insane. But yeah, like I said, with practice, man, with practice, if you go somewhere, I constantly tell everyone I talk to, man, get extra training. Get extra training. You need it. I just promise you need it. Don't just rely on what you learned in a concealed carry course. I'm telling you that because whatever you learned in that concealed carry course, it is not enough to give you the best odds that you can for yourself to defend yourself, because there's not enough time in a day to give you that training. You have just enough time in a day, even in a 12. I remember back when, like I said it, I think I said this in a video before, that back when here, my state, it used to be, when it first started, it was like 12 hours. It was a 12-hour course. And then they reduced it down to, now it's 8 hours. So trying to get all of that material in within 8 hours, that's an issue for an instructor, especially if you really want to get some stuff in. That's why in my class, I basically cut out a bunch of irrelevant crap. I mean, to be honest, I cut out a lot of irrelevant crap. There was stuff in there as far as that's being asked to be taught that is absolutely irrelevant to the world and just the realm of concealed carry, just the actual genre of it. It's seriously it how can I say? There is so much stuff in there, man, honestly, that does not give you the right information to give you the right mindset about concealed carry. That's how I can say it. And I've said this one. I said this from the very first class that I taught. The very first class. This is what I said to myself when I went through that entire deal and I looked over all the material. I ran through it. I looked at it and I said, and I'm flipping through it going, where's the actual necessary stuff about concealed carry in here? You know, where there's more to it. There should be more into this deal. And don't get me wrong, this is just here in the state of Ohio, just what the state requires here. Different states, they require other different training. Same deal. Even if you got reciprocity with them, we do with quite a few states for a lot. Excuse me. There's a lot. Like I said, and every state is governed different, so they have different requirements, different study material or course material that they want taught in state. I totally get it. I want it to be more universal, and honestly, tell you the truth, I want Ohio to go over to constitutional carry. In my personal opinion, which I think it should, but that's another conversation. So I digress on that. But like I said, there was so much stuff in there, and it's just so irrelevant, and it's just so plain Jane, just so cookie cutter crap, man. And I say it all the time, and it sounds like I'm dogging, and I'm not dogging other instructors, because I'm sure there's other great instructors around the area too here, without a doubt. Okay. So I'm not dogging them at all, but they would agree too. I know they do, because I've talked to quite a few of them actually, and we talked about this whole deal, this thing that, yeah, it's I'm sorry, man, some of it's lame. It is. And I know I did a video. I think I talked about this before. I did a video where we're all certified under the NRA. Okay. I'm also working on getting a certification also through the USCCA. So I'm going to start that process here soon, just because I just want the credentials. You know what I mean, I'm serious. That's all I want. I just want the credentials. I want the credentials too for Opata, but I can't seem to find somebody to get lined up with that, especially when, you know, my security detail at my church, we go through the Opata qualification every year. So somehow I just want the damn certificate, man. I was like, we already go through it. You know, we already train on it every single year. So that's what we use to qualify with every single year. That and the FBI training also qualification. We do that as well. So and anyway, God, I could talk about that forever, seems like. But that's it. I just want the credentials for it, just to back me on this. You know what I mean? I know how to do all of this stuff. I just want the paper for it. But but as I said, the thing when I talked about it before about the NRA deal, it's this man, you know what? It's I can I can go after the NRA about a lot of stuff, man. But this thing is I can't knock them is because they've been around so long, and I get the political fire that they catch all the damn time and just nonstop. You know, with whacked out leftists calling them a domestic terrorist group. Give me a oh my god, domestic terrorist group, the NRA. Sure, okay. It's unbelievable. This is coming from individuals who have absolutely no clue, not an inkling of a clue of a firearm or even how it works. This is the words that are coming from clowns saying that crap. Probably never shot a gun ever in their life. NRA is a domestic terrorist group, whatever. You know, you keep believing that. So, but like I said, there's things in it that's involved. As I said, it's a money grab in certain areas, certain things that should be taught. It's almost like it's pieced off and separated, and that's the actual curriculum that needs to be taught. But it's separate. It's separated, and it's only because it doesn't skimp on safety. It doesn't shut any of that off. Okay, you still have to, I still have to produce safety to my students. So I never cut that short. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or you've been shooting as many years as I have, and I've been shooting since I was 5, 6 years old. So uh, I don't cut any of that short. And even the curriculum that should be taught in that. That's right. That's right, Rebecca. It is serious. It's a threat to individuals who don't get it, and it's actually a threat to some who do get it and want to basically lie to everybody or lie to the naive and the ill-informed and lie to them and tell them that that's what the NRA is. It's not. They've got some infighting going on in there, you know, with deals on the inside of the organization, but that's on the inside of it, man. That's got nothing to do as far as with the program or what the NRA is all about and what they offer. So, but as I said, like I said, that program was pieced off to the side, and I saw that. I'm going like, well, wait a minute, hold it. Why would you piece that off to the side? That's exactly what people need to know. That's what they need to know. This here needs to be taught. Piece that off to the side. We have to get a discipline. I have to pay for that discipline in order to have it put on my credentials just to teach you that. Okay. Just to say that it's NRA affiliate, or should say affiliated with the NRA because it's their program, to put that on there. Okay. It's personal protection outside of the home. That's the course. Now, here's the kicker. Okay. What it teaches, I already know. I studied it a long time ago. In order for me as an instructor to have that discipline put on my credentials through the NRA, I would have to pay, I think, $300 for it. Was, I think, a 2-3 day course for that. Okay. Now, I already paid my credentials to get certified to teach, which was roughly almost $300 too. Still 3 day course, 3 day deal. Did that years ago, where I started. Now, here's my other question: why would you piece that learning off, charge me, okay, or instructors, same deal, certified instructors, pay that money just to get that discipline, when I can still order that handbook that I could give to a student? If I teach a student an advanced course, I can order that book, go through it, pull everything out of it, teach it, but I can't call it NRA affiliation with it because I don't have the discipline. I go off on my own and do it. Okay. Why would I pay money for that? Makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. That's why I'm like, I'm not going to pay that, man. That's ridiculous. And honestly, my advanced course, guys, which you can sign up for. I know the weather is bad. It's getting cold. I get it. I totally get it. I said it in a previous video. I tried to get it done as soon as I could. I think, matter of fact, I think the video I did, I can't remember if I put it up or I think I still got to edit and put it up. But I tried to get it done as fast as I could, and I couldn't. I tried my ass off, man. I couldn't. It just things didn't line up fast enough to take advantage of the warm weather. So, but it's all right. Got next spring. But as I was saying, my deal, my advanced course, it is ready to go. Surprisingly, this is the other thing too. A lot of my advanced drills that we take in my course, this it's nothing done by the NRA. Actually, my drills that I put together in my course are actually better, and my course picks up from my concealed carry course. So, if you're a former student, you get the biggest discount from my advanced course. If you're not, my advanced course is going to be, roughly around the average. Okay. So you go to my website and check it out. It's tacticalpovllc.com. You can go right to my website, go under training, and then scroll down. You'll see my advanced, you will see, I'll tell you what, I'll bring it up for you again. I can do that. I can do that right here, matter of fact. So, right here. So, we'll come over here to training, scroll right down to advanced online CCW. And what I mean by online, it is the first 4 hours are done via Zoom conference. So, I showed this. I know I'm doing it real quick. I think I already did a video. I just didn't put it up yet. Or I might have. I can't remember, man. I do so many of these damn things. I kind of lose track of them a little bit. But all that. Also, my CQC Pistol 101 course. This was where the advanced course picks up from my advanced CCW course. It picks up from there. Goes on. It's a 1 day, 9-hour course. I got a lot of drills. A lot of really, really good drills, too. I got some really good drills that help focus a lot on the essentials that you need to know, the essential drills that you need to run here in order to help you develop your gun handling skills. Definitely. It's these drills they're awesome. When you do it, you'll understand you will definitely be a much, much, much better shooter by the end of the day for how I run you through these things and what's required, what you do. And my drills also, too, I have drills that focus a lot on footwork. I think sometimes footwork is in other drills and other advanced drills that other instructors do. I don't think it's emphasized as much. It just comes along with that drill. My drills of footwork, I emphasize that because you do need to know how to step. You need to know how to place. You need to know how to move. You need to know how to open your hips. You need to understand these sort of things. So, with the footwork aspect of it, it's just as vital as everything else. I mean, the last thing you want to do, the last thing you want to do is end up on the ground. That's why you need to know unarmed self-defense in order to fight from the ground. That's where Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu comes in really, really handy for that. Or if you have some knowledge of martial arts, that can also come handy too. I trained martial arts years ago. I trained karate years ago, long time ago. Good Lord. Back when I was young and flexible. So, but, some of the things that we trained in too, we also trained in from the waist up. So it was a lot of hand movements, a lot of diversion, a lot of, just blocking, divert, everything else. And when I trained years ago, so that was incorporated with my martial arts. So it still works to my benefit now today for hand-to-hand combat, because I'm not going to tie up and grapple somebody for very long. I just want to move you. I just want to divert you, move you, get you off of me just enough to give me just enough time to deploy my weapon and put shots in you and put you down. Okay. So that's what it's about. This isn't, like I said, it's not some TV or drug out Hollywood production, what you think you see on the movies or TV. No, it doesn't work like that. You know, that's TV. Real life, no. No, man, you want to get somebody off of you. You want to get them off of you quick. So you want to get them off of you quick, get some distance real fast, deploy that weapon, and stop that threat right now. And it happens in fractions of a second. So, but let me break this back over here where I was, and talk to you about that. You know what? Actually, yeah, I did forget. I did forget this. Let me bring this back here real fast. I talked about this in this video. I don't think I posted it up yet. I got to post this video up. I'm doing this thing live tonight, but I am going to post this video up for you because it's still kind of relevant, I believe. But this right here, guys, this is a good deal, and I got something to show you. As you see it, I don't know if you caught it in the background, but this, what you're looking at on the screen, this is what it looks like. And let me blow myself up. So let me blow myself back up here. So you get a good look at it. As it shows with its bonus, it's a $491 bonus, almost $500 bonus here. So I'm gonna pop this up as an ammo can. It does have everything in it. It's got everything in it. As it shows. There's a hat. To tell you the truth, I'm gonna bring it back up again where I was here. Bring myself back. As I said, here's a hat. So you see it right there in the picture, an advertisement. What you get also, you get a temporary card right here when you sign up. All right. There's your temporary membership card right here. Same deal. It's got instructions on the back as far as the number you call, what to say. This is the what you deal with in a violent attack that happens if you have to defend yourself too. Okay. You also get a Born to Protect patch. So it's a little rider patch too that you see here. And this right here, as I said, here's that USB drive right here. That bullet-shaped USB drive. Guys, right here, I'm telling you, there is, I think it's almost 500 hours, I believe, on this. It's a lot of material, a lot of training material on here, a lot of different stuff. It is vital. Some really, really, really good video footage and information and stuff of what goes on, different drills, different mindset, different aspects. I mean, it's really laid out. I've watched some of it. I haven't had a chance to actually go through it myself because I'm just curious to see everything and what they put together. I've been watching this company myself since I've been carrying. That's been a long time ago. But the USCCA is no joke. So, but this is legit, like I said, and you go to my link, and if you sign up through my link, you get this bonus. You'll get this along with your membership, and that's with a platinum or an elite membership. This is what you get. You will get this bonus material, all of this, for just those two membership. It's not offered for a gold membership, but it has to be a platinum or elite. I have an elite membership, so let me set this back. Because I want to make sure that my butt is covered. This is the next thing I want to talk about here real quick. The aftermath of defending yourself, which the protocol is that you will be arrested. You will go through this. And then this is the second part of this deal. If you are engaged in a violent attack, something happens, and understand this membership here, what I'm talking about, it covers your financial bill of your legal defense. This is what I'm talking about with this. Now, unless you got like $25,000, $50,000, $75,000 or something or more, unless you got that sitting around for legal fees, depending on what's going on and what happens in your life on this deal, more power to you. You know, it's damn impressive. I'd love to have that sitting around myself. Be nice, maybe one day. But if you don't, then you are going to look at a world of crap. It's coming your way. It's going to come your way. It's going to happen. This is all protocol. This goes along with this protecting yourself from a violent attack. You will be sued, okay? Whether that person survives or not. Okay, if the person survives, you can expect a lawsuit coming. Whether you are in the clear cut of self-defense, still going to happen. It's just how it is. If they don't survive, family members are going to come after you. Okay, that's just how it is. Even if it was 100%, you were in 100% of defense of yourself, completely acquitted, proven, or not even charged. There have been some cases of self-defense where the charges they were charged and charges were dropped because they were just in 100% self-defense, and there's just no way that a prosecutor can prosecute them in a case like that when all the evidence is laid out in front of them saying, dude, there's no way I can't prosecute this person because he did everything right. So, they have to drop the charges. So even if it drops the charges, you're still looking at a civil suit. You're looking at civil liability. This is where the USCCA kicks in, your membership. This is where it kicks in to protect yourself financially. Because as I said, if you got that kind of money laying around for an attorney, man, damn, okay. But if you don't, we don't get to pick and choose when we defend ourselves. We don't get to make that choice. It happens if it happens, and you don't know when. But if it does happen, this is what you're looking at. Cover your tail so you don't lose your shirt, so you won't get sued. Now, it's not going to determine the outcome of your case. Okay, it's not going to determine that, but at least get yourself financially covered so you don't lose your shirt going through the process. This thing could drag out a year. You don't know. There's no set time on when they'll be done with this case. There's people been sitting in a self-defense case and dealing with a self-defense case in a situation for over a year. Okay. In that time, that's in and out of court, back and forth, back and forth. So each trip you make, if you got an attorney there, if you got your own, which the USCCA provides you an attorney, and there are attorneys that work for this organization that are professionals. They are professionals. And this is what they're professional defense attorneys for the Second Amendment for self-defense case. They are professional, top-notch professionals. This is what they do for a living. This is what they do, is defend people in self-defense cases around the Second Amendment. This is what they do. This is it. Okay. So, and the USCCA has attorneys in every single state. They have attorneys in every state in the country. Also, this is not about financial coverage or anything for just because if you think you need a concealed carry license, you're carrying a gun, or it's just not that. It's not just that. All right. This is a weapon of opportunity. I did a video with Heather Haynes for Delta Defense. We talk about the USCCA, and she's right. This is for anything that's deemed a weapon of opportunity. That could be your bare fist. If you get into a fist fight with somebody, all right, it still covers your tail, the liability of you being financially hit, should say. So think about this, really take it serious, especially right now in today's climate. Right now, what's going on here this year in 2020, and I'm telling you the truth, man, I don't see it. I do not see it getting any better. As much as some people think it might get better, you're sadly mistaken. You better look at it good, long, and hard, because honestly, I don't see it getting any better. Myself, personally, I don't. There's just too much. There's too much out there in the wind. There's too much out there looking at, and there's too much stuff that's going a certain way. No. Get yourself protected, man. This is no joke anymore. People have been blowing this thing off for years. I've watched people blow it off for years. I'm like, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking a long time to get. I don't know if I should. Really? Have you been paying attention to what's been going on? Just because we live in this hickwater town that we stay in right now, don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it twisted. Crap still goes on here. Still. So don't think you're safe. You're not safe. Nobody's safe. You're not safe. You're not safe anywhere, no matter where you go. All right. And don't hand me this crap that I have a right to be safe. No, you have a right to defend yourself. You don't have a right to be safe, but you do have a right to defend yourself, and you better fight for it. Okay, your safety is your responsibility. That's up to you. It is not the government's responsibility to keep you safe. That is your responsibility. So do something about it. Okay. But as I said, that's the thing to look at. USCCA, look at getting yourself get yourself covered liably. All right. Your financial situation as far as legal fees, stuff like that, or what's going on, cover your tail, because it'll drain you and break you overnight if this thing happens. Get yourself covered. So that's the other thing too. I had a Q&A set up. Guess my boy didn't get in. Try to get him in, but as he got tied up. So, wow. Sorry about that. It's supposed to come on. Things change. That's all right. I still push forward. Don't matter. Doesn't matter to me. What was the other thing too? If anybody's watching, you guys have any questions or anything, you can leave it right in my comments. I mean, my girl Rebecca, she blowing me up over here. I appreciate it. Thank you, sweetheart. I do. That's my good friend Rebecca right here. She said she'd have a chance to watch. So if she had a chance to get in. She wanted to get in though, but I called her earlier today if she wanted to jump in, and she, like I said, she's got the kids and running and stuff like that, and like everybody, getting ready for tomorrow. Totally understand it. Let me see who else is in here. What else? Who yeah. Like I said, I had some Q&A stuff to put in on this video. I think I'm only gonna run this video an hour, guys. Just gonna run it an hour. And also check me out. I'm working on putting a Black Friday discount together on my store, so you can go to my store there. I'll put you can go to just go to my website and click on the gear. Click under the gear tab on my website. Boom, there's a store. I'm gonna work on putting a discount together for everybody goes in there for Black Friday. I'm working on setting up a new design. I've been trying to finish it a little bit. I swear it's just some stuff, man, that I do the best that I can with the limited time that I have and everything that I do. So I appreciate you guys here supporting me. I really do. You guys don't know how much it means to me. It does. It means the world to me. When the likes you get that you give me. If you like my material, I appreciate it. I know I don't reach everybody, and I know that. I'm not going to please everybody. So I totally get that. I'm fine. Trust me. My skin is thick. It's very thick. Nothing phases me at all. Because I understand people. I understand how they are and how they can be. So not dogging any of you guys. So you guys, I love you. I love you when the support you give me. If you go over to my YouTube channel too, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm bringing these type of videos. I'm starting a new playlist now. It's my video podcast playlist. So I'm going to start dropping videos and stuff of doing this here. I had to change a few things around. I got some things to change around in here just to acoustically help me out a little bit. So I had to change microphones. My one microphone I had, I liked it a lot, but the way it's designed, and the room that I'm in didn't give me I didn't like the acoustic level out of that microphone. I had to change it. So I had to get more to a podcasting style type microphone. That other microphone really not set up good for podcasting. So, but like I said, I appreciate everything you guys do for me. I'd really appreciate you sign up, man, at my YouTube channel. Subscribe to that channel too. Share my videos. I'm digging more into more news footage, different things. I know there's a story I need to look at too, because the story I just caught today that Philadelphia, I think Philadelphia just shut down all of their sheriff's offices for the concealed carry licenses that they got that you can get, because guys, you got to understand something. Just because Ohio doesn't have reciprocity with some of the states around the country is not saying that those states don't have concealed carry in that state. They do. Every state does. It's just, I think every, well, except for, well, it was DC. I think that what's his name, McDonald, did he win that Supreme Court, that ruling? I believe he did. If I'm right, if it was McDonald, the one, because there was another one too over in Chicago too, something like that. It's a while ago. But every state does have concealed carry. It's just they have different requirements. Just different requirements. That's it. So, and we just don't have the reciprocity, the agreement with that state to honor each other's license, because we have different requirements for state. And one, if we ain't got an agreement because one requires to have this and that, you can't reach an agreement, you just can't. So, but yeah, as I said, a story I just caught today. I got to read into it a little bit more, try to do a video about that. So far, the gist of what I'm getting, don't quote me on this. Like I said, I kind of got that. I didn't get a chance to dig into it yet, but I guess Philadelphia has shut, as I said, they just shut down the concealed carry offices for the next few weeks or so. Okay, and the people there in Philadelphia are now filing suit against it because it's still an infringement on the Second Amendment. Okay, people have a right. You have a right to your Second Amendment. You have it. That means this thing is handled by the sheriff. People got to understand too how this thing works. All right, and how a lot of things work here, as far as with the should say how law enforcement works, how it pertains to you and who you talk to and what this thing is about. Your sheriff in your county has more jurisdiction than anybody else. The only reason why they do is because they are voted for and elected by the people. So that means they answer to the people, and that's it. They don't have to answer to the governor, as you see dumbass Andrew Cuomo, who's trying to call the sheriffs over there that said they are not going to enforce his holiday or his Thanksgiving mandate of what's going on in the state of New York. The sheriffs in that state are 100% in the right. They are in the right. They constitutionally do not have to enforce any law that is unconstitutional. So that means the mandate that Andrew Cuomo is trying to pass in the state of New York is unconstitutional, and sheriffs don't have to abide by it. So when he comes out and say they don't get to pick and choose what laws that they enforce and which ones that they don't, well, they get to pick and choose if they want to enforce an unconstitutional law or not. Okay, that's how that works, Mr. Cuomo, you clown. So I think Andrew needs to read the Constitution, if you ask me. Most of these damn politicians don't read it anyway. It's automatically assumed. But Cuomo knew that. He knew he couldn't enforce that. And sheriffs came and told him, so I'm not going to enforce that unconstitutional law. I'm not going to enforce that. Well, they're right. They don't have to. They got to answer to you, people. The sheriff has to answer to the people. We vote for him. We elect him. We don't do that for the city police, state police. We don't do that for them. We damn straight do it for the county sheriffs. You better believe it. So it's up to the county sheriff to hold them accountable to make sure that they uphold and protect your constitutional right. Make sure they do. Hold their feet to the fire. Make sure they do. Because it comes down on them. It doesn't come down on the other ones. But we can damn straight come down on them about that. So yeah, hold them accountable without a doubt. So with that being said, just like I said, keep that in mind. I'm going to cut this thing off, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you did hang out with me for this past hour, I appreciate it so much, guys. I really do. Thank you so much for the support. I mean that with all of my heart, because I do work hard at this thing and trying to make it better. So even with this deal here with this new segment that I'm getting into, I try to make this as good as I can and get better at it, because there's a lot of things on my mind. I might piss some people off. Sorry, but not sorry. I mean, get some thicker skin. I keep it real. I call it out how it is. I don't care what side it comes from. It could come from the left. Come from the right. I don't care. I really don't. Because it's bad on both sides. Both sides have got crap going on, man, and both sides are full of shit. Both sides are. I'm a conservative. That's a principle. I don't support parties. I support principles. I've said that for years. I've been that way for years. I'm still going to continue to be that way. Okay. I do not support parties. I support principles. And I'm a conservative, and that's a principle life that I live. That's what I support. Conservatism. I'm constitutional conservative. Okay. So, parties have agendas. Do what's best for the party. Believe me, both left and right. Do what's best for the party. No, partner. Not me. Not me. I'm constitutional conservative. I do what's best for me. Freedom, liberty. Do what's best for my family. Think for myself. I don't need the government to think for me. I think for me. Got that? There's only two people that know what's best for me in my life. And when one's not in person, it's the Lord above. He's number one. Number two is me. That's how it rolls with me. Okay? I don't need the government to tell me jack. The government's job is just to protect my constitutional God-given rights. That's it. Outside of that, with this mandate crap, man, and trying to limit people going to, for Thanksgiving dinner, go screw yourself. Okay? I'm not buying it. I'm not ever going to buy that. We're grown. We're adults. Be responsible. Take it how you want. Go see your family. You don't know if you're going to see them again tomorrow or anything else or another week or so. Go spend time with your family. If you have them around, go spend time with them. If you lost family members due to this COVID-19 virus or had culpabilities and passed with this virus, my heart goes out to you. Okay, it does. Don't think that I'm insensitive, because I'm not. I'm very sensitive about this. Okay, I get it. But I just don't buy into the fear mongering. I really don't. I never will, especially right now when there's a 99% recovery rate. Even if somebody has it right now and going through a rough time getting over it, they still got a better chance to recover from it. Okay? I don't wish you to get it, but if you do get it, you've got a really good chance you will recover from it. So that's how it rolls. So stop buying into the fear mongering. People, start thinking for yourself. Christ. A lot of these clowns on the left don't buy into it and don't believe it anyway. They just want power and control over you. See how much crap they can get away with talking you into doing stuff out of your own logical mind of what to do. You can't, God forbid you think for yourself. Stop. I'm not buying that, man. So anyway, like I said, I'll get the rant, man. I got to stop because I have to save my rants for something else here later. There's something else I'm working on too. When it's coming to this podcast and stuff here. I get it, man. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. Jesus. A lot of things to talk about that roll through my head every day, that just a lot of good things, and then some things that just chaps my ass. It does. It does. I swear to God, man, I could go ballistic on some of this stuff, man, but I try to keep my cool, and I'm holding on to my Christian faith as much as I can. Okay. I know my words fly a little bit and they get profane, but I try not to. But they do. That's just me. That's my thing. I'll have to make my penance with the Lord my way. All right. He's the only one that can judge me anyway. So, but anyway, in the meantime, guys, stay safe. I appreciate you hanging out with me and listening to me ramble or rant about certain things. I'm trying to keep it to a point to where I'm just trying to keep it civil, man, and just keep it truth. Just keep it true, always. I'm not going to cut it short, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything either, man. I'll do another Q&A. This is going to... right here on Facebook. Here I'm recording this whole thing. I am going to post this on my YouTube channel. So everybody here on YouTube, I appreciate it if you hung out listening to me, if you could, and show me some support on this, man. I truly appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel because I got more coming. Especially now in this winter coming around here where the weather's going to keep me indoors, and it's really going to kind of it's going to put a kind of crimp in my videos and stuff. What I do, I'd start doing more product reviews anyway when it starts getting colder, because it's hard getting out to do anything as far as run drills or something like that, dodging the weather. Between now, it's snow and it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It's gonna make it tough. So, but I can fill it in here. So anyway, guys, stay safe. Enjoy your Thanksgiving tomorrow. Enjoy your family. Give them hugs. Give them kisses. Prayers go out to everyone who lost family members over this past year. My heart truly goes out to you. I mean that. Okay, but keep your head up. Keep pushing forward. Think for yourself. All right. Don't get caught up in the world of propagandist bullcrap. Put it that way. Think for yourself, people, all right? And enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. Push forward. Keep on moving. Keep striving to do better every single day, because I do. I pray to do better every day. So with that being said, always keep in mind that you are responsible for your own safety. Till next time.